What's happening, everybody? No Bob and John Sports Hour today. Andre's on vacation, so we're going to do something tomorrow. But I wanted to shoot this quick video to get your guys' opinion on something that caught my eye the other day on my Meta or Facebook. Let's be honest, it's always going to be called Facebook. But it was on my Facebook news feed. And when I read the title, I was just like, what? Okay, I got to read this. It just clickbait. But, you know, it ended up being an article that I was just kind of like, why? Why is this even being done? And a lot of times it just kind of blows me away. And the article was... let me scroll down to it. It was 30 NFL players who should be removed from the Hall of Fame. If that title alone doesn't grab you and make you want to go click on that link to read that, I don't know. And I honestly, they know what they're doing. Let's be honest. That's why they're writers. Hey, are bloggers or whatever you were, sports writer, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, it kind of drew my attention because I was just like, okay, who is this guy, number one? Who's writing this article? And why does he feel the need that he needs to let everyone know that these 30 guys need to be kicked out of the Hall of Fame? And the first thing that came to my mind when I was reading this article was, is OJ on this list? And granted, no matter what OJ did, I'm one of those guys. I'll be honest, I'm going to let you guys know right now. I'm one of those guys that believes Pete Rose needs to be in the Hall of Fame for what he did on the field. What he did on the baseball diamond is the reason he should be in the Hall of Fame. And the same thing applies to OJ Simpson. So the first thing I wanted to know, is OJ on this list? And if OJ is on this list, it better be football related. That is the reason that he believes this guy needs to be off the list, not the fact that what he had done, because what he has done, he's done many years after his career. Was it bad? Yes, it was bad. Was he found guilty? No, he was not found guilty. We all know the truth, but I actually shouldn't say that we don't know the truth. But if the reason OJ needs to be removed from the Hall of Fame by this writer is because of that, wrong. I'm sorry, man. Like I said, what he did many years after his career, and it shouldn't affect his ability to be in the Hall of Fame. And so that was the number one thing. I was like, okay, is OJ on this fucking list? And I wanted to check it out. But for me, it's just like... when you go down this list, you're going to notice there's a few individuals that are on this list that are back in the 50s. Now, I don't know who this writer is, and I'm doubting that this writer has even seen these individuals play in their prime or in their peak or during any time of their season, through whatever, if they were 12 or 13 years into their seasons. So I'm sure he's going off of stats and maybe some video footage. But to put a list like this together and suggest that these individuals, these guys that have busted their butts to be in the Hall of Fame, had phenomenal careers, did something that made the committee pick them. And sometimes there are some individuals on this list that it took many years to get into the Hall of Fame, many revotes and whatever, but they're there. And so, the reason for this video is I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about these lists? Do they intrigue you? Do you want to go and read them? I mean, the title alone got me. I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest. I'm one of those clickbait clickers, and reading this article and seeing the headline, 30 NFL players who shouldn't be removed from the Hall of Fame, just... I couldn't click the mouse clicker quick enough to read this article. So I want to know your guys' opinion. What do you guys think of these lists? What do you think of when you see a list like this put together about people, players, I should say, that want to get kicked, that they want removed from the Hall of Fame, or even I'm going to even go even further, because this is something we discussed on the show, and that's having a top 10 list, a top 10 greatest players in each sports list, and how difficult it is to put one of those lists together and have all 10 on that list agreed with by, I don't know, even 5-10 people. I mean, if you were to get 10 people in one room to put a NBA's top 10 greatest list together, I can guarantee you there may be two two or three that'll be identical, and the rest will be all over the place because we vote with our hearts. And what, that's basically how where some guys go through the stats and look at what happened, what they did, what they didn't do. Did they win championships? Did they not win championships? Were they key players on the court when they were there on the court? So it's virtually impossible to put one of those lists together and have 10 people agree on it. All right, guys, I want to know what you guys think about these articles. Are you like me? You just read that headline and head on over there because it just draws your attention. You want to read it. One of the things I wish they would bring back, a lot of these web pages have taken it away for reasons we all know, but that has given us the ability to comment back to the writer, letting them know how we feel about the article we just read. Most of the major websites have done away with that. For reasons we all know. There are some people that take it a little bit too far and have kind of ruined it for everyone. But yet, it makes it really hard for you to express what you just read back to the writer, other than sending him an email or shooting one of these videos to let that guy know what you think. So yeah, let me know what you guys think when you read these articles. Do they piss you off? Do they make you angry? Do you agree with some of them? So just let me know in the comments down below, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Bob and I will be putting a pretty good show together tomorrow, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what time, if we're going to go live or we're going to do a pre-recording. You'll know tomorrow. That's all I can say. All right, guys. Bye.